Yeah. All right, guys. All right, crew. We got some stuff we gotta do. I need my crew to grab the pizzas out of the car. Okay. There's some pizzas in the car. Need to get some out. I think we got 10 larges, extra larges, 10 extra larges, just pepperoni. So I know a lot of you guys want something different, but that's what we're doing. So somebody gets them out of the car. Everybody that's not a crew member, go ahead and take a seat. Crew members, this is what we do, guys. Let's go grab some pizzas out of the car. That's gonna be the snacks. Put them in the lounge. Go ahead and bring like 2 or 3 into the classroom so everyone else can have some. But this is gonna be for the crew, guys. This is gonna be for the crew. You got 4 of them. Awesome, dude. Awesome. So we're gonna do a quick roll call. I got some people in the crew lounge right now asking some questions. Okay. So Max Rose Actual from the crew lounge in New York was asking what types of snacks we're getting Friday. Well, today's Thursday, so I'm getting you some pizzas, snacks, whatever's left over pretty much. Okay. Scarlett from Wisconsin. Okay. Can I use your live streams for continuing education credits? I've already answered this question a couple dozen times, but right now it's not going to be able to be used for credits. So I'm sorry about that. All right. You still need to log in the hours. You do need to log in the hours when you watch this Tuesdays and Thursdays for those 2 hours. Okay. All right. So do clock in. So that's right, guys. All members need to go ahead and clock in real quick. All members need to clock into in my office, right in front of the office, there is a clock in thing. Okay. Just show them your card. Show the thing your card. You just have to scan it. All right. So Samuel, all right, this is a crew member asking, do you have a recommended or preferred lane position? And if so, why? Okay. So I've already explained to him and everything, but basically I like the lane position 1 to 2 for any oncoming traffic, especially if there's a shared center line on the highway. I personally like lane position 2 in the right lane, and that's going to give me the best escape route and cushions. Basically, guys, here's the thing. At the end of the day, Samuel, at the end of the day, my spot will always be in the place where I have the best vision and best space cushion at all times. I'm constantly moving from lane position 1, 2, and 3, 3, 2 to 1, and just all over the place. So guys, if you're wondering what's going on here, is what we're answering some questions that were applied in the crew lounge. These were in the suggestion box out on the Discord. So if you want to get access to the Discord and access to the crew lounge, you have to become a member. But that link right there will get you into the crew or into the regular lounge absolutely free. If you want to get in the crew lounge, you need to join up. Click that join button. Wade, I see you, dude. You have 3 pizzas, man. Come on. 1 at a time, Wade. Wade King. I know. 1 at a time, man. 1 at a time. Lion, no, it's starting soon, man. Lion, it's starting soon. Castros, you didn't get it? Oh, you have to click that. You have to click that join button, man. You have to click that join button. Or click that right there, ddfmcrew.com/YT member, and you'll go ahead and get your card. It's going to take 6 to 8 weeks in the mail, though. Just letting you know. I got to hand make them. And I have really bad drawing. We're going to start the stream in about 5 minutes. Yes, you do. You do get the crew lounge, Gary. So go to the Discord, Gary. And then what you need to do is sync up your Discord server. Okay. What's up, Caster? How you doing? See you in there. Ride for Life just joined the server. And then you're going to have to sync them up. So what I'm going to do is that if you are in the Discord, I'm going to go ahead and send out a link to everybody in the Discord. That way you can sync them all up. It's going to give you some really cool frequently asked questions. This is all in the policy book, guys. When you join as a member, you get a policy book. If you didn't get one, I'm sorry, man, but I got you going. So go ahead and click that link in the Discord, and you'll be able to sync everything up. Yeah, Lion, dude, I'm glad you're here, man. What's up, Federico? How you doing? So today, what we're gonna be doing is going over yesterday's video just a little bit more, because I know a lot of you guys had some opinions, and this is the perfect opportunity to answer those opinions and questions and all those different things. Yeah, Frost, we got to clock in, man. You got to clock in. If you're a YouTube member, clock in. If you don't have a green name, if your name is not green, then go to the classroom. Go to the classroom. Everyone else, all that's green, we need to meet up before the class starts. Okay? We need to meet up in the crew lounge. Okay? Make sure you guys go take a piss right now. Make sure you guys take a piss right now. RPIK, what do I think about the coronavirus? It's a real thing, guys. It's a real thing. I got some opinions on it. It's a real thing. Got to be careful about it. Yeah, Motomut, we're not supposed to have large gatherings. That's why we're doing we're only going to allow a certain amount of people in the classroom. Everyone else is going to be in their bunk rooms just watching it. That way we don't pass anything along. And you guys better be wearing masks. France Joe, yeah, that's right, man. Another class. Fox Bane, that's right. You got the idea, man. But no alcohol right now, afterwards, okay? So save the beers, guys. Save the alcohol until after the class. And if you are a YouTube member and you're going to get a little too much and you got to go home tonight, we have dorm rooms that you can spend the night in. Take a nice, easy, and don't ride and drink. Really don't. I don't want any of my crew members leaving. Is somebody going to bring the drone back down? Is the drone still back? Is it up? Is it showing the... Yeah, okay. Okay, so who's flying the drone? Matt's here? I thought he was out back skating. Matt's flying... Okay, Matt's flying the drone. Guys, this is the Matt cam. Matt's flying the drone. All right, well, once the class starts, he needs to get back in here because he's got to push all the buttons. Lion, not yet. We're about to start, man. NHL, NBA canceled. That's how big. Yeah, it's huge. It is huge. Drama Leopard, we're about to start, man. We're about to start. We're just getting everybody in the classroom, getting their seats. Guys, we need some more people up front. Everyone's taking all the back seats. So I got some new shirts. I can't wait to share with you. We got new station uniform. Okay, we got a new station uniform. So YouTube members, I understand it's not out yet. We're still beta testing it. I want to get your guys' opinions on it before I make it go live. And once it goes live, this is going to be the new uniform around. Oh, man. Thank you so much. What was that? There we go. Welcome to the crew. Dale Carson, welcome to the crew, man. Go ahead and grab your ID badge. If you join the Discord and you're a crew member, make sure you sync up your YouTube membership. That way everybody knows. Pretty close. Taking a piss as we speak. Very good, man. You're able to hold it with one hand and hold your phone with the other. Good job. Kevin, the join button. The join button's right next to the subscribe. So that's the Discord link, but then we have the YouTube link right here, man. Go ahead and click that link and join on up. All right, we're about to hit it. We're about to go. Let's go ahead and then let's go to the lounge real quick. I got to give a nice little heads up to my crew members before we start. All right, crew. Here's the thing. We need to be safe. The coronavirus is going out right now. We can't have large gatherings. So what we're going to be doing is doing a lot of, on-screen, over-the-internet type stuff to make sure that we're all safe. Don't breathe it in. Get yourself an N95 mask. It's not those surgical masks, but get the N95. Can we turn the music down a little bit? No? Okay. Is Matt still outside with the drone? Okay, bring Matt in. But make sure you guys are staying safe. Now that we got that out of the way, we have some pizzas here. Got to share some with the regular people. You know, I know we're crew members, but here's the thing. They're here to learn. We're here to teach. So I need you guys, crew members, the ones with the mustaches, you guys are like little probies. Okay, little probies, you guys need to go out and help out these new riders. Okay, everyone else with the beard, I understand you're senior to everybody, but let's help each other out in the chat. And the main thing here is that we gotta put on a good look. You know, we gotta make sure that we're doing a public service. So let's help out each other, become safer riders. All right, so now we're gonna break off from going to class. I need somebody at each corner, maybe somebody in each row. So you see somebody raise their hand, I don't get to them, go ahead and help them out. Andrew Diaz, welcome to the crew, man. This is the crew lounge. You're gonna have a blast in here. So let's go back to the classroom though. Grab a pizza. Let's do it. All right. Welcome, Andrew Diaz. So what we have here, what's on the screen, is actually something I want to show you guys. We're having some really cool members with their bikes, and that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna be going over some of Robert, the probies need to be cleaning the bikes. Okay, probies need to be cleaning the bikes. So we're gonna be going over some of these things. This is actually pretty cool. So we have yesterday it was pretty intense. Okay, so this is the motorcycle media section of the firehouse. So people are sharing all this stuff, but I just want to say, you know, @GAT with Carissa. I mean, Carissa with the Zero motorcycle. No exhaust. It's all electric. That's so cool. Wow, Corey. Nice, man. Yamaha. Is that an FCO7? FCO, what is that, man? That's really cool. Some nice bikes. Ravenstown. Very nice. V-Stroms are really cool bikes, man. Really like it. So, guys, if you guys have motorcycles, please share them. You know, look at this. Just Go Riding, man. R6 looks pretty slick. So guys, share them in the motorcycle media section. Look at this. So cool. So cool. So that's the thing, is I want you guys to understand that this isn't just... Matt, are you gonna take care of this? Do I have to push all the buttons? What are you doing, dude? What are you doing? Okay, thank you. So I want you guys to understand that, you know, we're here to help each other out, support each other, and do some cool stuff. So if you want to join the Discord is absolutely free. If you are a crew member, then you can sync everything up and get access to the crew lounge. So what I have here, just a quick announcement, I got a new t-shirt. This is the new station uniforms. This is more so like working out gym attire. So we got new station uniforms, and then real quick, let's get you out of the way. DDFM crew. It's a DDFM crew, a smart rider. Okay. Now I'll be taking some pictures. I'll be posting it in the motorcycle media a little bit later. But this is the prototype shirt. So I want to get an idea from the crew if you guys like that. Okay. So the emblem on the front of the shirt is what that is right there. Remember, the whole point of being a smart rider is to share our knowledge, be safe ourselves, but be good educators to those that are up and coming. Because when we get older, there's always going to be a new set of riders, and we need to keep them safe, okay? So what we're going to be doing real quick, because we got some more facts. So the official press release that I did yesterday from the firehouse was this crash that we're going to watch real quick. So let's go ahead. Let's go to this right here. This is the crash that I put out as a press release, the after action review. And got some good feedback from the public, and got some more information, especially since this was not in our country. So we got some more translations. And basically, let me go ahead and read some of this stuff real quick. I got a really good translation here. So this is from TRW SEMA. There you go. He says, translation from the description of the second video, his friend was right behind him. No one crashed out of the 3 guys that you saw initially. The guys that crashed was a dude that was in his lane, and he crashed into the back of the black car. The guy that crashed only had a broken arm, nothing major. Still very painful, still very bad, you know what I mean? So let's go ahead and watch this one, and then we're going to go ahead and, with that information, figure out who actually crashed. All right, so what they're saying is, damn, look how close that was. That this is the after action review that we were going over. So 154 kilometers per hour, that's basically 95 plus. Okay, that's basically 95 plus miles per hour. It's crazy. It's crazy. And I think Mythbusters, I mean, you guys saw the Mythbusters one where they basically ran two cars into each other and it's the same amount of force as just running into a wall. I think there's something about that. But yeah. So what I'm assuming is that this guy is the one that crashed. This guy right here. This is the guy that crashed. So it's another green bike. Let's go ahead and get some information from this still image. All black, green bike. Pretty much it. So yeah, Steris, yeah. Did you get some pizza, man? You got some pizza? Yeah, go ahead. If there's anything left. Hey, guys, can you save me one box? Because I want to take some home to my kids. Okay? I'll have a few slices, but I want to take some. I'm trying to get in shape. Because that's the whole thing about coronavirus is that it's either you're a smoker that you're going to get really screwed up, old age, or young. Or if you're out of shape, you're going to have a tough time with it. So I'm trying to get back in shape. That's why I got my new gym shirt. Got my new gym shirt, DDFM Crew shirt. That's going to be coming out pretty soon, so stay aware of that. I'm going to try to make them as cheap as possible just because I need you guys to be wearing them while we're at the firehouse, okay? It's station uniform. Got to have it. You don't have to have the suspenders. You can do that. Nikki, I'm at work, so I can't get a hold of you right now. Sorry, Nikki's Adventures. Sorry. So let's skip some of this stuff. So this is the guy. That's the guy that crashed. Yeah, so he hit the back of that black car that we passed. So, yeah, this is the guy right here. So that's the guy that the guy that was in his own lane. He crashed into the back of a car. And my assumption on that one, is that the car applied the brakes because he got freaked out because of all the craziness that happened right next to the car. So the car applied the brakes. The person that is crashed wasn't paying attention and then ran into him, or was paying attention, just didn't have enough time and crashed into the back of that. So guys, same path of travel. Matt, what are you doing? Stop pushing the buttons, dude. He has a broken arm, and this was an impact in the same path of travel. Imagine if this was an impact head on. So, I mean, I just told you about the Mythbusters episode that I saw. It was really informational. I love that thing. I get all my information from there. I don't actually read news sources or read books. I get it only from Mythbusters. But basically, what that is that it's either hit impact into a wall that's stationary or two impacts head on. This one is more like a transitional where the guy ran into it, but they're still kind of going. So, I mean, if the car in front was going 80 and the person in the back was going 100, so it was more like a 20-mile-an-hour impact. So a 20-mile-an-hour impact, let's say 40-mile-an-hour impact. He has a broken arm and he's trashed. So he got very lucky in that situation. What's up, Felicima? How you doing, Asteris? There's some new bikes in the Discord. Have a look at them when you get a chance. Yeah. Where are they at? Oh, I'm in the maintenance and gear section. Motorcycle media. Ooh. All right. Matt, put it on the screen. All right, so Lion, his bike after his first crash. Got a shiny bike from Aaron. Yeah. Asteris, there you are, man. Beautiful BMW, dude. Dark Horse with the... Oh, I saw this in person. Dark Horse, that is so sick, dude. I remember that. MT-09, FC-07. Beautiful bikes, great beginner bikes too, and then you can stay with them for a very long time. CB500. Oh, we got an old school one, man. 1994. Damn, dude, that's so cool. 07 Super Duke 990. Dude, that's awesome. You guys are looking good. The Yamira. Castro. Keeper. Nice, dude. You guys have really good bikes, man. I really like your guys' stuff. So guys, if you are a YouTube member, make sure you join up on the Discord. Discord's absolutely free. So what we're going to do is go over some of this stuff. So that's really him and his buddy. I'm unsure why. So when I look at this, it does look like they pulled off and they're doing a U-turn to go back. So I have a feeling these guys are all in the same group. So real quick, I've been getting a lot of comments. I want to make a point on this one. Okay. We'll get to the part where I really want to talk about it. So there's been a lot of comments on this video that I did a review on, and a lot of them are to the point of, why would I help out? And they assume that it's this green rider. Why would I help out this rider after he crashed? You know, if anything, I'm going to stomp on his head or, you know, finish him off after the crash, because they put us through, or put me through, and they're living vicariously, putting them through like something very dangerous, being very stupid. I don't want to see that from any crew members. I'm going to make that a big point right now. I don't want to see anything like that from crew members. I don't want to see anybody wanting to hurt anybody else as a part of my crew. That's not how we do things here. We're here to help others. We're here to rescue others. If we're going to be smart riders, they are part of SMART, is to rescue other riders. Whether or not they are the cause of their crash by being reckless or they did something stupid. I'm going to make a huge point right here. I'm gonna keep going. I'm getting on a little soapbox right here, and I know I should probably bring this up to the crew, but I'm bringing it up in the classroom because I really want prospective crew members, ones that want to join up, to understand what the crew is about. We don't pick and choose. We're here to serve others. We're here to serve other riders. I don't care who you are. I don't care who you are. If you crash because of doing wheelies and reckless stuff, if I'm able to be there and help out and provide assistance, I'm gonna. I don't care. Now, I do believe 100% in self-defense, so if you're out there to hurt me, I'm gonna stop the threat. But I also believe at the same time is that if you are no longer a threat after I stopped you, I'm gonna render aid to you. And that's just something that I've come up with, and that is what I live by. So I want only YouTube members or Patreon members or crew members, whatever you want to call it, to be a part of that. Okay, I've been on many calls where it was a transient, and this is one that sticks out. It was a transient with a knee pain, knee injury, whatever it was, and I rolled up his pant leg and maggots were coming out. I still took care of it. It doesn't matter who you are. It doesn't matter if you deserve it. It doesn't matter if you don't deserve it. I don't care. We're taking care of each other, and that's the point of this. Okay? So I just want that to be out there. If you are going to be a YouTube member, you need to live by that. If you are a crew member or anything like that and you don't believe in that, we're going to have some problems, okay? So I've been getting a lot of comments like that on my videos. A lot of comments on the videos on the public information, the PIO, the public information officer, has been sending it out. I've been creating the videos and then they've been sending it out. So all the information that I've been getting from the public has been pretty good. About half, though, have been pretty bad. So crew members, go out there, share some goodwill out there, okay? All right, now that that's done, now that my spiel, okay, is done, let's go ahead and jump into this one, okay? So right away, we have many issues. A lot of people are saying, you know, or some people are saying, you know, why did I say not to brake and not to pull in the clutch in this situation? Because, oh, what the heck? No. Matt, what are you doing? A lot of people are saying, you know, why apply the clutch when with the brake and everything? Why did I say that's not a good thing to do? Be very aware of the situation that you're in. We are going at a high rate of speed, 95 miles per hour. Pulling in the clutch and pulling in the brake for this situation won't do anything. If you are coming up to a stop, if you are slowing down to stop in a normal situation, yes, you're going to want to downshift, engine brake, apply some front brake pressure, rear brake pressure, downshift, possibly pull in the clutch, do all that stuff. But that's for coming to a stop. In a situation of this magnitude, pulling in the clutch and slamming the brakes when you're going 95 miles per hour is not what you should be doing. At this situation, you can't do anything. And that's what I wanted to make a huge point. Right there, you can't do anything. There's absolutely nothing at 95 miles per hour, plus they're going 95 miles per hour. They're closing the distance way too fast. There's absolutely nothing you can do. The only thing you can do in this situation is pretty much go into brown zone. Now, to prevent that situation is right here. Look at that. Can you see over that crest of the hill? You can't see over that crest of the hill. So, Alexa, stop. Who let their Alexa in here? Shut up, Alexa. Anyways, you're supposed to take care of that, Matt. What was I getting at? Oh yeah, so the public wanted to know a little bit more information, a little extra. So thank you guys for showing up and being a part of this little training session. Braking is only really good for when you're actually wanting to go to a stop. Right here, you're not going to stop. So the best thing you can do is situationally where is that you see that this is a crest, a blind crest. Why are we going 95 in the first place? So the mindset is definitely not going to be there. Okay, the mindset is not there. We're going way too fast. And I'm assuming he's going to meet up with his friends, which are the people that are hauling butt that way. That is my assumption. I'm not too sure if that is the real thing, but why are we going 95? That is the biggest question. Why are we going 95? That is one factor out of the many factors that we can remove from the situation that could possibly help us out quite a bit. So let's not do that. Naomi, did I set it off? Sorry about that. What would Dan do? That's right. Guys, got some shirts coming in. So guys, join the Discord though. The Discord is absolutely free. So that's what I wanted to go over with this. We're gonna if you guys have any questions about this video, please ask away. Please ask away in the chat if you have any questions about this video. I'm gonna go ahead and grab a quick drink. So yeah, guys, if you have any questions, please write it in the chat. Do that little @DanDanTheFireman on it. It's going to make it to where I can see it personally pretty easy. Once again, crew members, okay? Crew members, listen up. If there's a question that I might not have answered because I skipped it or whatever, I mean, I miss it. Please help me out. Ask or answer to the best of your ability, really, to be quite honest. The whole point, remember, the smart rider system, the T part, the very last letter of SMART is to teach and mentor other riders. If you are able to answer somebody's question, you just became a better rider. So that's what I'm doing here, and that's what I need you guys to do, okay? So, who took all the drinks? We had plenty of people. We don't have any drinks now? What's going on? So any questions? Let's do it. Let's get some questions going. If you guys don't have any questions, I will throw the chat room up, the little chat board from the new rider question section. And we'll see what's going on here. Let's see. So I'm going to, Michael Lindsay, I still don't get why those two riders are side by side in the wrong lane. It makes me woozy thinking about it. Yeah, it's a little crazy situation. Let's go ahead and get... That's a little crazy situation. Why are they side by side? You know? That's a little weird. Very dangerous. So high speed and no escape routes, no ability to swerve, man. The Steris one, yeah, give me a like. Yeah. All right. NHZX boy, get a real job, dude. You're too young to retire. You're no Einstein. You're trying to make a living via BS retrospects. Love you, guy, but you're so full of BS. Wake up and get a real job. Do you understand the coronavirus is going around right now? All the real jobs are gone. Let's see. I would have probably go full clutch and brakes instinctively. However, I ride a two-stroke, so I do not do much engine braking. So I'm in Guti. Yeah, instinctively, I would probably do the same. Honestly, instinctively, I'd probably do the same. Hopefully I don't, though. Hopefully I've trained enough to not do that, and hopefully I've trained enough never to be in that position, because I don't think I've ever gone 95 on a road like this, ever, or even close. Tony Kart Racer, this is the firehouse, dude. We're in the firehouse. Is this a house or is it some kind of fancy overlay? Question mark, haha. This is the firehouse. Dale Carson Gray, welcome back. I think it said that earlier. Unsure of why it's replaying, but that's cool. Tiger, I don't know. It's pretty soon, man. Tony Kart Racer, my question is, how many chances do you get to pass the MSF course? It all depends on the people at the place, but we'll give you some chances. We'll give you some chances. I'll give you at least one. I know that. Another advantage of the guy that crashed is that the car was really cheap, made it out the middle, that crumples easily. Yeah. Ah, Carlos, man, sorry about that. Sorry, Q Storm, really upset by that. Sorry. Instinctively, I would have stuck both arms out and did a double clothesline. Yeah, you would have get knocked off. So, guys, we're actually going to go over this one right here. You guys remember this one? Let's jump into it. So this is, I mean, just take a look at it. Double motorcycle pothole crash, chunk of meat ripped off arm, sprained ankle, and broken collarbone. Now, that is definitely a demonetized video because you can't say that without... All right. So, I mean, not everyone is just meant to work that people call real jobs. I'm a seamstress, self-employed, and trying to make my way. I really appreciate what Dana the Fireman is doing. Yeah, thanks, man. I really appreciate it. I really do appreciate it, guys. All right. So this one, remember this one? Let's go ahead and watch this one. Ow. 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 Okay, James. Okay. I didn't mute that. They did.
That was a big ass ball, bud.
No, I don't. All right. So I sent out a public information request on this one. So some people were sending it out to me. So I got some information and I made a video yesterday. So I was telling everybody what this was all about. So crew members, help me out here. Let me know what it is you believe was out there, what caused this accident. So basically what I said in the video yesterday. So yesterday I put it out to the public. And my interpretation of this one is there's not much you could do about this right here. I'll show you guys. So about right here, where it's too late. It's pretty close to being too late. And that was the biggest thing. That was the biggest thing that I talked about, is that a lot of people tend to think that there's nothing we could have done. There's nothing we could have done crashing. And I see that, I understand that, because this right here, this section right here is what they see. They see the one factor that definitely caused the crash. And so when we go out there and we learn about people's crashes, we see these crashes, we tend to hyper focus on the one thing that is completely obvious that caused the crash. Yeah, exactly, Asteris one. Very, very bad road conditions. Exactly. Yeah, but what led up to it? What training did the motorcycle rider have? What was all the other factors? Okay. Now, there's some factors that we can't understand. We just can't from footage. I need to get the NTSB. They don't send me this type of stuff for private citizens. It's usually for public. But right here, all we can really base off of some factors is that, I mean, we only from what we see, we can't tell if he did it T-clocks. We don't know his tire pressures. We don't know if his tire's in good condition. We don't know if his brake line has been taken care of, so that if he pulls in the brake, it's not spongy and that it's actually activating the brakes. We don't know all these different things. We don't know if his suspension is good. We don't know about his training. We don't know anything. All we have to go off of is basically the conditions, the natural environment around. We can't go off of what he did in terms of, you know, prior to the crash. Did he do his T-clocks? Does he have training? We only know what he did during the situation, he or she. And we only know what the area looks like from his point of view with these cameras. And then on top of that, we don't know typically what type of motorcycle and what type of training he has with this motorcycle. So there's a few things that we don't know. There's a lot of factors that we don't know. And then when I do these videos, there's only a few factors that I'm able to point out. But the one thing I want you guys to do, you the crew members and everybody really, especially if you're going to go out riding after this or tomorrow, is that don't hyper focus on the distracting factor. The distracting factor is this right here. That right there is the distracting factor. This is that uncommon thing in a common situation. We have a long road that is all the same color that really hasn't had massive problems, but there was some good clues that there could be some problems with the road surface, which is right here. You see all the repairs. You see a bunch of repairs. So that right there is the uncommon thing in a common situation. So let's not say, hey, it's just the pothole's fault. That's what I really want to get through to you guys. I don't want you to think it's only the pothole's fault, because if we just blame potholes, if we blame a car, if we blame a rider crashing into the back of a black vehicle, if we blame the vehicle, we blame the potholes, blame all these other things, that means we can't get better. So if we can point out what's obvious, you know, obviously the potholes should be repaired. That's one thing. But what could we do better? That is what I want you guys to do with every single one of these videos. If you witness a crash, if you see a crash on the internets, go ahead and do what I'm talking about. Find what the rider could have done better. And then find out what the rider did good. So right here, they scanned the road ahead. They could have seen it happen exactly as stairs. Speed for conditions. It's a crash. It's not your highest level of training. It's the lowest level of consistent training. Exactly. Okay. In a panic, your mind shuts off basically from any type of logical thing and just does what it's instinctively trained to do. Instinctively trained. So train your brain and train your physicality. So because it's all connected. Okay. It's not muscle memory. It's not. It's a trained system with your nerves and your brain that's dictating what your muscles are doing. And in that moment of panic, your brain's going to do what it's most trained to do. So that's what we need to be focused on. So all this right here, I'm witnessing, I'm noticing, I understand. And this is just stuff that I know in the United States. I mean, there's other cultures have different stuff that I'm going to be situationally unaware in a lot of different countries and a lot of different cities even. But from what I personally know, is that this right here is a terrible road condition. So if it's a terrible road condition, that means that I'm going to have my tire traction disrupted every single bump. Every single bump is going to lift my tire up just a little bit off the ground until it gets back down. That is a loss of traction, a complete loss of traction. Now, that's going to be helped mitigated with proper suspension tuning. So when was the last time you guys all tuned your suspensions to how you ride? Probably not. And even then, you're still going to have a loss of traction a little bit. So with that knowledge of I might have a loss of traction because my tire is going to gently lift off the ground and then go back, that means that at any moment when it lifts off the ground and I try to swerve or brake, I'm going to have issues. So I need to slow it down. And here's the thing, guys, is that in all these situations where there's just so many different factors, Joker, thank you so much for the donation. Really appreciate it. We're going to go ahead and get some more sodas with that money, man. Thank you. Every single situation can be mitigated or at least dropped down a little bit in severity by just slowing it down. Just slow it down a little bit. And you're going to get more options. You're going to be able to see farther ahead, good line of sight. You're going to be able to swerve and brake if you have to. Your braking total stopping distance is going to be lower because your braking distance is lower. Your perception reaction time is gonna be slightly better. So like everything is gonna be. Casey, once again, Matt, go get some sodas, dude. Go get some sodas for the crew. Go get some sodas. You know, if we get a couple more, actually here. Here, man. Go ahead and grab some. Go and grab some more, just in case we get some more. Diet. Okay. So we have to start removing some of these different factors and understanding what's going to be causing a lot of these things. So about right here, it's a little too late. But if we were slowed enough, if we weren't going super fast, I think it says 49 miles per hour. And I think he slowed down even then, so they're probably going 60. You could have swerved. Another thing that you could do is, I personally like to have bigger space cushions. So on roads like this, there was a question in the crew lounge a little bit earlier. What lane position? Casey, another one. So with those, yeah, with that 5, we're gonna start developing a beer fund in the lounge. But guys, if you drink any beer in the lounge, please stay. We got dorm rooms. You can stay the night. Don't drink and ride. Please do not do that. But let's go ahead and let's get a keg in here, man. Let's get a keg in here. Let's go ahead and relax a little bit. But you can't leave. If you go into that room and you have a beer in your hand, you got to give me your keys. Update the suspension on Infinity. I'm trying, man. But what lane position would I be in this situation? I personally, in a situation like this, I like to be in lane position 1 if there is no oncoming traffic. So I'll be off where my cursor is. I'd probably be off right there if there's no traffic coming. If I see traffic well ahead enough of time, I think that's a phrase, I'm going to move over to lane position 2 like he is to give myself that space cushion from oncoming traffic. But then I'm going to get back to this. So, because once again, my thing, there it is, man. Another one. Dude. I mean, I'm off duty after this. I'm off duty after this class. Yeah. So I'd be in lane position 1, but if something happens, I'm going to move over here. And the reason why I do that is I want the best line of sight, and then I want the best space cushion and best escape routes. If I'm in lane position 1, I can escape to the left into this lane, and then I got a full lane to escape to the right. That's what I'm doing. So let's go to the class real quick. If you guys didn't know, this is the Discord. Discord's absolutely free. Come hang out in the Discord, bros. While we're doing this, I'm going to go ahead and find us some crashes. Because, you know, here's the thing. Let's do some close calls. Felissimo. Bruh. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. See, I don't want to do road rage. Road rage is just stupid. I'm so sick and tired of road rage. So sick and tired of road rage. All right. There you go. You guys are pretty cool. So here's some close call stuff. Let's go. Matt, can you put the teleprompter on for everybody? Matt, can you? Oh, thank you, man. Appreciate it. All right, let's go back to the beginning of this setting. That looks interesting.
That hurt. Oh. And I broke my rear set. Ah, oh, that one hurt. Oh.
You know what? Let's actually watch that one. Let's watch that one. Casey with another. For every finger you have. Casey, you're funny, man. Thank you so much, Casey. You're insane today. Go get yourself a beer in the crew lounge. Guys, if you're a crew and you don't want to get around everybody where there's just, you know, the coronavirus is going around, we got some coronas, just not the virus, in the crew lounge. Let's go over there real quick. Where are we at? Oh, there it is. Another one. Blair Wilson. Appreciate it, man. Really do. Let's go grab a beer. Now, I have an energy drink. But if you are part of the crew, go ahead and grab yourself a beer. Casey's buying them all today. But if you want to be in this lounge, you have to click that join button, become a crew member. And I got some shirts, got some station wear coming up. But thank you so much, Casey. Casey, thank you so much, man. Appreciate it. Let's go and get some Santan IPAs, man. Let's do it. All right, so let's go ahead and watch this one. Let's go back a little bit further.
Now I'm kind of scared.
Ooh. So immediately think about mechanism of injury. So mechanism of injury, for the crew members, you guys should know this already, but everybody else, mechanism of injury is when something happens that you can witness and restructure with your imagination. And when somebody, let's say, falls down like this, so we restructured it in our head that he fell backwards, we can assume that there's going to be injuries to his pelvis, his coccyx, which is his tailbone, possible spine injuries, maybe hit the back of his head, maybe elbow and shoulder and back injuries, maybe loss of, maybe his diaphragm spasmed out when he hit the ground, which is, when you get your wind knocked out of you. So all these different things we can think about. If he put his hands down first, possible fractures in the wrist and radius and ulna right here. So you start to think of all these different things, and it really doesn't take that much to cause a fracture in your radius and ulna. And something like this could easily cause that. So whenever I see something just like that, I think of possible injuries and how I can help this person. And then on top of that, I think of what type of gear and what type of stuff I should be wearing to mitigate those types of injuries. So understanding how an injury happens and understanding, the typical stuff that does happen in a motorcycle crash, it's very good information to know what type of gear you should get, what type of training you should get, and how to mitigate that. So that right there looks to me why, right? Why I want to do that stuff. So let's go ahead and jump more.
That hurt. And I broke my rear set.
So right away, you got some breakage on the bike. So broke his rear set. If it's a passenger thing, it's not that big of a deal. But if it's the actual control where he needs to put his left or right foot, could cause some problems, especially if shifting up and you don't have anything to leverage on. Another thing that you can do is buy a little bit more protection. So we talk about protecting our bodies with gear. Well, protect the bike too, especially if we're going to be doing some training sessions. So I know we're not stunting in here, we're not doing that right now. We're doing U-turn, slow speed stuff. Well, if you drop the bike, you want to protect it, right? You don't want to break your rear set or whatever set you have. You want to have protection. So he does have a frame slider in the back, but I know Groms themselves, especially if you are going to be stunting them, they do have stunt cages that will protect quite a bit. So take it, Stacks. Thanks, man. I really appreciate it. Go ahead and grab yourself a pizza slice. Did you just join, man? Go ahead and get yourself a pizza slice. Go ahead and do it. So get yourself some extra protection for the bike too on top of your body. And one thing I really liked about what he's doing here is, look at this, closed course. Now, I can't hold an MSF BRC 1, Basic Rider Course 1, on this small range right here. But for somebody that's wanting to practice their stunting or practice their U-turns or anything, this is really good. You minimize factors. So if this was after hours or during a weekend where there's just like nobody there, you're not going to have the extra factors of a car coming to hit you. You don't have extra factors of traffic. You don't have all these different things. You can solely focus on the fundamental physical skills that you need to be practicing. So I have absolutely no problem with stunt riders doing something like this. The part where I have a problem is when they're doing wheelies through traffic where there's all these different factors, and it's not because I'm scared for the person doing the wheelie, is that there's such a limited amount of control that they could crash into somebody that has no part into what they're trying to do. So you can crash into a van with kids, possibly injured or kill a kid because you want to do wheelies out in public. Do them out here, do some really cool stuff with video editing to make yourself look better. So that's what I would be doing. Let's go to the next one.
That hurt.
Give me a drink.
And I broke my rear set. That one hurt.
Come on. Give me a drink. All right. Oh, about the lane filter.
Like, you're f***ing mine, man. Get over and f***ing move. Don't f***ing just do halfway. Stupid f***ing people, man. Okay, you gotta get the fuck over. Get the fuck over. Stupid f***ing people. I swear, f***ing cars are f***ing more f***ing stupid than anything. Like this f***ing guy. Idiot, f***ing move it. Stupid f***ing driver.
All right, everybody, let's take a good look at this incident right here. This is what I talk about when it comes to situational awareness and, you know, getting upset and getting frustrated. So if you allow one person to change your mindset, so if you're having a good time and somebody, just very minor incident causes you to think aggressively, that's going to be translated into how you're riding. So members, okay, don't get upset. Don't get upset. It's going to really change the dynamic of how you're riding, and that is not good. That is absolutely not good. That's not something you want to be doing. So when I look at this, let's go play by play. So for everybody that is just now joining the class, okay, members aside. So I mean, I see Rui, I see Stacks here, but you go ahead and get a pizza. You did a donation. That's cool, man. Rui's here, Onyx here, Knight Rider. How you doing, man? Sheep with a 5. Mackles, what's up, man? James Martin with a J. Jorge, Dr. 420 Perps. How you doing, man? Alice in Time. I think I got it right. So these are for those people. These are the ones that don't have the smart rider training as being a crew member. When you are getting frustrated and upset, your mindset changes, and then that dictates how you ride and how you're focused on the next step. So let's go step by step, and I'll explain a little bit more while I'm doing this, okay? Joetta Nelms, thank you for becoming a member. I see that in the chat. So guys, if you want to become a member, click the link that's in the chat, and that's how you do it. So that right there, we're going to do play-by-play. That right there is somebody moving in their mirror so they can lane filter it a little bit easier, I guess. But here's the thing, the way I look at it is that if you have to lane filter by pulling in the mirrors, that means it's already too narrow for you, because now you're removing part of your 360 situational awareness. Does that make sense? You need to have your mirrors, and you need to do your head checks, you need to do everything to do your 360 situational awareness. Yeah, everybody give a Joetta a biker wave. The biker wave, if you don't know, is the way that we say hi to each other. So thank you so much for becoming a member. When you're a crew member, you get that biker wave. So that right there, you're getting a little upset. But the one thing that I see about this is that the very bad line of sight. Can you see what's ahead of this vehicle? You cannot see ahead of this vehicle, okay? Wait. No reporters. This is a closed session. Can't have... I put out... If they want to talk to somebody... If they want to talk to somebody, it's after this, okay? We'll get the information out. It'll go public after this. Bad line of sight. Bad line of sight. You can't see what's ahead of this vehicle. So the best way you could do that, and this is what I was talking about when there was a crew question in the crew lounge, is that what lane position do I like best? Now in this lane position, this is lane position 3. So if I keep saying, well, lane position 3 is my favorite, well, I have bad line of sight right here. So I would move off to lane position 1. Casey Roskwitowski, dude, I thought you were already a member, man. I thought you were already a member. I appreciate it, dude. You've been, I wish I could just give you a membership. I wish I can give memberships away. Come on, YouTube, get on that. So what I would do is I'd move in different positions so I have the best line of sight. I want to be able to see ahead of this vehicle, and this is why. Why is this person applying the brakes? Now, they have their indicator. They're going to be going into this lane right here in front of this car, but it's also a double white line. You're not supposed to be doing that. So once again, just because there's signage, there's lines, all these different things where people are supposed to do what they're supposed to do, they're not going to do it. So I personally want to see ahead of time. I want to see far and ahead. And the best way to do that is constantly be moving positions. So if you guys are out on the road, whether it's the interstate or normal road, and you're behind a vehicle like this, you're too close. So it's the whole concept of, if you put, like right here, this is the whole concept. You see how my finger, it's never going to change shape. It's blocking off quite a bit, right? But then when you get further and further away from my finger, see how you can see around it? And now you can see more of me? That's because you, as the camera, are increasing your space cushion. You're increasing your following distance. This is what it looks like when you're super close to a car. And then if you get further and further back, further and further back, further and further back, further and further, and now you can see around them. But the best thing you could do if you're going to be this close, move off to the side. You see now you can see me? If you're right behind them, you're not going to see anything. Now you can see me? That's what I'm talking about, guys. Exactly. Bottled water. You also get more time to react to a hazard with a better space cushion following distance. See right there, way too close. You notice how he had to do a swerve? That's a swerve. I'm going to tell you guys right now. This is yellow stage, orange stage, and he never did anything about it. Last second, he did a red stage maneuver. At no point should you have ever done a red stage maneuver in this situation. You should have just rolled off the throttle, let them in, or let them out, and then go. See all these opportunities for a vehicle to move over? You see this huge lane right here? This truck made the decision. Here's the thing. This truck made a decision to move into that right lane right next to him. But since this truck saw the motorcycle rider lane filtering, he decided to go back in his lane and not cross into the front of the path of travel of the motorcycle. So in this situation, the truck literally saw the motorcyclist, and we're going to get pissed off at him. So this is exactly what I'm talking about when it comes to, I don't care what the truck or a car or whoever does what. I want to be able to react if I can react, because I'm looking and being a smart rider. Okay. How did he end up there? Double solid white line in the first place. Probably was there when there was an opening.
Make up your mind, man. Get over and move.
Eric Ghosts. Keep up the good work from a New Zealand ER nurse. So you have seen quite a bit. I wish we could have a firehouse down there in New Zealand and have some medical professionals be in charge of it. That'd be really cool. It would be really cool. Make sure you join the Discord, guys. Joining the Discord is absolutely free. And if you are a YouTube member, you get really cool access to the crew lounge. And also on top of that, if you do a donation, everybody in there, 3,100 members in there, are going to see how badass you are. I'm serious. Look at this. Where'd it go? Stop moving. You just donated to the stream, dude. Very cool. Really appreciate it. So now we're getting to the point where I told you this is what's really going to screw you up. Okay, so if you don't know why this rider did that,
Make up your mind, man. Get over and move.
he thinks that this person is purposely, you know, just being either ignorant or trying to get into this motorcycle's path of travel, which is going to cause him to get angry. Okay, it's going to cause him to get angry. But what I just described to you was this right here, is that this is an ample opportunity for this truck driver to move into a lane that has less traffic. Quentin Terrell, thank you so much. Loving it, man. Keep up the good work, man. Loving the lounge, by the way. You like it? Did you get something to drink, man? Did you get something to drink? I really grab yourself a drink. I think is Matt back yet? Who is going to get the drinks? Who got the Casey? Is he back yet? Nah, he shouldn't have to go. He's buying the keg. Can somebody get it? Okay. what we're talking about is that you have ample opportunity to move into here. So if we see that ahead of time and we recognize that, it's not going to be a surprise, which then since it's not a surprise, we're not going to get upset by it. But since it kind of surprised him or it irked him because it's a different mindset, it's going to piss him off.
Like, you're f***ing mine, man. Get over and f***ing move. No f***.
So now that he's gotten past that incident, he's upset a little bit. This is where it should be dropped off. This is where there should be not any more. What are you doing, Casey? Casey! Drinks. Appreciate it, man. We have new hazards coming up, and if our mindset is not there, you guys are like getting me distracted. If the hazards are, there's more hazards up ahead. So if we have this mindset, now we're gonna get pissed. Now we're gonna ride aggressively. Now we're not gonna see certain hazards and certain factors in a close call or crash scenario, and it's just gonna mess us up. So being situationally aware of recognizing who's going to do what and how people are going to do things is very important so that we don't ruin the rest of our ride. And when I say ruin, it's not just ruining it as it's not pleasurable anymore, is that quite possibly we can run into something or somebody can hit us because we were too hyper-focused on the incident behind us.
You just do halfway.
So watch. I want you guys to watch the rest of this and then recognize how this prior thing with that truck completely destroyed any type of physical and mental skill that he might have had.
Stupid people, man. Okay, you gotta get the fuck over. Get the fuck over. Stupid fucking people. I swear, fucking cars are fucking more fucking stupid than anything. Like this fucking guy.
Oh! Manuel Magana. Bad with that accent. I really want to say Mañana, but I need to get it right. Okay? We got a new rookie, guys. We got a brand new rookie in the crew.
Idiot, fucking move it. Stupid fucking driver.
Same guy.
Shit.
You see what I mean? Aggressive riding. Now, there's some places and some cultures where you do have to be aggressive. So let's go ahead and talk about that real quick. So there are some cultures out there where you have to be aggressive. Now, that one of my most popular public videos that I've sent out to the press, and so everybody can learn from it, was that there was some Indian motorcycle riders that were racing in certain areas, and I actually followed up with one of them. And they were saying that you have to be aggressive. This was his mindset. I'm not saying it's right. You know, there's always a reason to do something and a reason not to do something. And he was giving me the reasons why he was doing it, and a reason why he wasn't defensive in his riding. And what that is that he said that you have to be aggressive because everyone else is aggressive. If you're not aggressive, people are going to cut you off, possibly hit you. You have to be the one out front. You have to be the one to get around these people, or they're never going to let you do it. So there's going to be different cultures out there. There's definitely going to be different cultures out there. And at least in the United States, the culture to me that I see is that you do have a choice. You really do. There's plenty of laws, plenty of statutes, plenty of police that are regulating a lot of these things. So there are times to be aggressive, and then there's times to be defensive. Be aggressive in your defensive skills, okay? So be aggressive in your swerving. Be aggressive in your braking, emergency braking, and everything. But then be defensive prior to that with your situational awareness and sitting back and watching the flow of traffic, watching driver behavior. So you have to be defensive at the start. And if somebody wants to come out to you, practice self-defense. Be aggressive with your self-defense and go out there and swerve and get away from these giant landmines, these giant death machines. So there is something in the United States that brings a culture of self-defense. So be defensive, but be aggressive with your self-defense. All right. Just wanted to make that a point. Oh, also, those of you that are in the lounge in the firehouse right now, if you guys are in the lounge right now in here, that looks, oh, tuna. Ooh, wee. Lane, you got enough to share? Yeah. So I'll give you a cool dog emoji. Steak. Okay. If you guys are in here and asking questions, please join the class. You guys are in the wrong room. Go to the class. Come out here in the class. What's up, Darkness? How you doing? So let's watch this one. Right away, we got plenty of hazards. We got pedestrians. We got traffic. Bad line of sight. One thing that I like to do if I have to be this close, like if traffic is just so backed up, I look through the back window and the front window and I can see a white vehicle in front. That's what I like to do.
Psych.
Yep. Same person. Interesting. All right, we'll go over that one. But real quick, you have to have an aggressive mindset while riding. That being said, it's a mindset, not always taking action on it. Dyna Rider, exactly. So I think you're in response to. Let's see. Was that in response to somebody else? I think I read it and it went away. Asteris 1, I forgot to grab you a beer, dude. Sorry. Yeah, it's assertive instead of aggressive. I like that. Casey, you became a member, but not on the main one. That's weird. You must have two different ones. Try to look for brake lights in the car in front of me. Yeah. It works great. All right, I must have missed it. Maybe it got deleted. Oh, okay, Dinah. Thank you, man. Appreciate it. So watch this. This is exactly what I'm talking about. Low line of sight, low visibility.
Fuck's sake.
Why do you think that car slammed its brakes? Can somebody tell me why that car slammed its brakes? Right on him. Love to hear what you guys think about that. Why did this car slam his brakes? The Yad J341. Why do you think so? Why did this happen? Why did that happen right there? Tony Kart Racer, kid, and then Bottled Water, Lion 02. Kids. Somebody crossing. Yep. So this is what you should be doing when you're out riding. Okay, when you're out riding and you're this close, that means you have a very bad following distance. So that means you have your perception reaction time has to be insanely fast. I personally have really good perception reaction time, but I'm not going to do this just because if I screw up, if I'm not completely 100% zoned in, or if I'm completely 100% zoned in but miss something, I still want a following distance to give me options of what I can and can't do. And I'll still use my skills of perception and reaction time and then my red stage evasive skills to the best of my abilities, but I still want to have a big following distance if I possibly can. At no point am I having to protect my lane in here. If I have a very big following distance or at least 2 car lengths, I'm not worried about somebody coming in and taking my lane. So I will actually give myself that. Car in front seems to stop. Someone moved across in front of it. Exactly, guys. So take a look at this. So we're moving like this. We can't see too far ahead, but utilizing our peripheral vision, we can kind of look to the left and still keep the car in front of us in the peripheral vision. Look to the right, still keep it. But then take note of all these weird factors that are going on. This is right after school is happening. Kids and pedestrians are just going to walk because they have the right of way, so they're going to go into certain areas. And then this is what I'm talking about. So right here, you can see there's brake lights on this guy's moving, but you can see the brake lights through the windshield. RNH, really enjoy my videos. Thank you, man. I really appreciate it. I'm really happy that the videos are going out to other countries. That's really interesting. That's really interesting. So right here, look at the car in front of him. Applied the brakes. Why would a car apply the brakes? Because they're going to make an action. They're either going to turn left, turn right, stop, or slow down. That's pretty much what they're going to do. They're not speeding up by applying the brakes. They're doing this to make a decision that was different from going straight. Does that make sense? So let's see if I can get a better look before it happens. So right here, what is the one thing that you see? There's nothing off to the right. There's an intersection to the left. So if somebody's applying the brakes and the only options they really have is to turn left, turn right, slow down, or stop when the brakes are applied because of a decision that's being made, either somebody come in front. In this situation, my best bet is that they're going to turn left. Okay, so they're turning left. Cool, that's awesome. If I had a good following distance and they turn left, I don't even have to change anything. But since I'm so close, I have to be extra aware of what possibly could happen, because I have to be preemptive in my actions because I'm so close. I don't have time. So when I see kids crossing the street and then I see somebody that's applying the brakes and either going to turn left, right, stop, or slow down, I'm assuming they're going to turn left with some kids in the street. So that means they have to stay stopped. So that means the people on my path to travel are just going to completely stop. Therefore, I'm going to stop. You see that thought process? That's what I'm doing every second of riding. That is what I'm doing every second of riding. That's what I'm doing every second I am possibly in a hazardous situation. I'm walking my dog on a sidewalk. I am like this. I am looking at everything. Rider, driver behavior, whatever it is. So now that I went through all that, so what can we take from this? So I'm going to play it all back. What can we take from this? The reason why they're slowing down is to make a decision to go left, right, slow down, or stop. There's pedestrians blocking the only left way to go. Maybe they're crossing the road, so you still have to stop. So either way, you have to stop because the path to travel, there's something in your way. Now that we went through that, we understand why this happened. So let's go back to the very beginning of it. So now you can see what I just said in real time. I want you to do it yourselves. Okay? Okay? Those of you in the back, pay attention. Pay attention to this, okay? So watch.
Fuck's sake.
So with that information, you can even see the kids running across the street. With that information that we just spent probably 15, 20 minutes on, did you guys see that? Now that you knew that, did you see that? Write it in the chat. Raise your hand if you want. I don't care. Just start yelling it out. Did you see what I saw with the information I was able to provide? Did you see the hazard coming up? Did you see the possible hazard coming up well ahead of time to where it's like, okay, maybe I should slow down. Maybe I should move off to a position where I get better vision. All these different things. Did you now see that I explained that? Because that is what I see. I literally think this and see this while riding every moment of the day. So when somebody asked me recently, have I ever had a close call? Yes, I have. I've had a close call. I've had a close call when I first started riding. And that's it. I haven't had a close call in years. Knock on wood. I haven't had a close call in years, guys. Because this is how I think all day, every day. And I'm not paranoid. I'm not like freaking out. I just literally, I enjoy being able to predict things. I feel like I'm in control of my own situation. And I know a lot of you guys want that. You guys want to be in control of your bike and control of your skills. But what about the situation around you? And the only way you can be in control of the situation around you is if you practice your situational awareness and understand different patterns and behaviors, so then you can react to them before they really even happen. And now you feel like you're in control. And that gives you confidence, but only because you've practiced situational awareness, confidence. There's a lot of people out there that are getting confidence because of complacency. Getting confident because nothing's ever happened to you, therefore it won't, is a recipe for disaster. Gaining confidence because you understand that something could happen to you in certain situations and you prepared for them and now you're confident, that right there is the biggest thing. There's a huge difference. And I want you guys to practice situational awareness so you get the confidence so you can see it ahead of time and react to it. Not because nothing's ever happened to you. Nothing will happen to you. It's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. So we're going to, let's see. Kids running across. Yeah. Hopefully, I truly hope that the instructor in my intermediate class is as forward-thinking as you. I wish I was taking the riding course in your area. Unfortunately, all instructors are not like you. The Falcro. Yeah, and you know what? Not all instructors are like me, and that's also a good thing. I'm going to say it's not good because I got this monopoly on situational awareness training. That's not the case. Here's the thing is you have two resources now, the Falcro. And I'm not throwing you out or anything. You have two resources. You have hopefully an instructor that doesn't focus on this, and they focus on what they're good at. So maybe they're focusing on completely physical skills, or they're focusing on evasive skills, or they're focusing on gear, or whatever it is. They're focusing on something that they're really good at. So you're going to get that expertise. And then now you're going to come to the station here, the firehouse, and you're going to get my expertise. So now you have two experts or 2 point of contacts or whoever that you can learn from. Now grab a third, grab a fourth, grab a fifth. Get yourself a library of people, like a bookshelf of people that you can learn from. Okay, well, I think my situational awareness is a little low today. I think I haven't been doing it very well. Let me go ahead and grab a Dan the Fireman video. What about, my U-turns really suck. My figure eights really suck. I feel like I could do better. What can I do better? Let me go ahead and grab a book out called Moto Jitsu. You know what I mean? You see what I mean there? Get out and get as much information as much as you possibly can, okay? All right. Let's watch his next incident. So he says he's focused on a trailer. So he's looking at the trailer like GTA wants to jump and... What are you doing? We're back to this one. So I want somebody, now that you understand a little bit of rider behavior, now that you understand, or driver behavior, now that you understand a little bit of driver behavior, why do you think this black truck kept coming out? Put yourself in this, or this black SUV, put yourself in this black SUV's mindset, and why that this person didn't look to the left for this motorcycle rider. Take a thought. Do a quick little thought experiment. Why do you think the truck, the SUV, kept pulling out? What do you think that their focus was on? Because the rider was in the distance. Okay. Because he was in an SUV. Okay, the truck blocked their view. Dr. 420 perps. Wrong touch point. He looked at the trailer. I mean, it's right here. It's right there. The SUV was focused on the trailer, but what about the trailer? What about the trailer? He was focused on his line of sight. He couldn't see around the trailer. So now that we know that, let's go back a little bit. So, focus on the trailer. The trailer is also distracting. Exactly, Krissa. But the thing is, he keeps pulling out. The person keeps pulling out more and more and more and more and more so that they can see around the trailer for any oncoming traffic coming from that direction. Maybe he's assuming, maybe he saw the motorcycle rider and assumed, hey, you're going to stop because I'm still pulling out. You know what I mean? And if I was the motorcycle rider, I'd be like, hey, go ahead, come on out. You're good. Perfect. Take off, I go. So the thing is, the black SUV was trying to look around the trailer. So if you understand that coming into this point of view right here, that typically it's not going to bother you, is it? Because we've all been in that situation where we're backing up in a car and we can't see and we're just like, come on. Right. Okay, come on. Like we were doing that before. That's what's happening here. So watch this now with that mindset. Watch it with the mindset of this driver needs to see around. I understand that this driver needs to see around the tractor trailer. I'm going to let them through, and they're going to take off. I'm going to take off, end of story. That's how I think. That's my mentality. So when you have a different mindset and mentality of, that you're in my path to travel, I have the right of way, you ass, then we start having a different mentality, different mindset. Yeah, Knight Rider, exactly. Knight Rider, great explanation right there, man.
You right? Oh, you didn't see?
Oh, what did he say?
Your
What did he
tow
say?
bar. Oh, you didn't see? I got your tow bar. Oh, you didn't see? I hit your tow bar.
Okay, so he was being honest. He was being honest.
A bit further back now. Oh, fucking lefties. Yeah. Oh, jeez.
Nice single. That happens, not an issue. Happens all the time. Happens all the time. Oops. Oh, that's a close one. Beeping, faceless commander, people beeping the horn doesn't do a lot. I'm gonna tell you that right now. The main thing that you want to do is be able to just stay away from the issue so you never have to use your horn. My goal whenever I'm riding is to never be in red stage and to never be able to never use my emergency skills and then to never have to use the horn to indicate to somebody. My goal is to be in a position where I have good vision, good line of sight, and a good space cushion. So it's a lot like one of those things where it's the 2 is 1, 1 is none. It's good to have an abundance of skill to where you never really have to use it. And that's a wrong example. The best example here is to get all the training possible to prevent the incident. So the 2 is 1, 1 is none. That is more like, you know, if you have 2 flashlights, one of them fails, you still have a flashlight. So with that, it's like, you know, if your skills failed, you know, that's the 2. So that you have good skills, good everything. If one of them fails, you still have something as a backup, which is your gear. So that's where that is. But all this right here, this is all a non-issue. So one of my biggest fears when I'm editing is that I misspell something. So I kind of feel bad now that I said nice single. It meant signal. All right, so let's watch. We'll do, since he lightning round it for us, let's go ahead and lightning round it for him. Did any of you guys pick up on any of this stuff after we've had a good discussion? Did you guys recognize hazards ahead of time? Think about that. Think about it. You don't have to answer. Just think about that. I had a beep that worked yesterday. I was following a car. Another car pulled out and stopped, almost hitting them, then started again before I passed. They didn't check, Krista. Oh, so your horn worked. Okay, some situations it does. Some situations it does. Gotta admit, riders often put themselves in deeper into dangerous situations by sticking to "I have the right of way" attitude. Tommy M. And that's the thing, is that that right there is literally a human thing. So what we see is a lot of riders doing this, but I bet you if I did some close calls for drivers, like car drivers, close calls and crashes, we would be seeing the same behavior and same patterns. So when I see that, when I understand that, that just tells me that I'm in control of everything. So that's really good information. It's like, you know, I'm in control of everything. Let's go ahead and do that. All right. So now we're going to lightning round those issues that this guy had.
Yeah. Oh, jeez.
He recognized, he saw the hazard. He's upset because there's no signal. At this point, you recognize the hazard, roll out the throttle because you're still in the blind spot across 2 lanes. Roll out the throttle so that if you have to swerve or increase your space cushion, do so, but do not get pissed and do not be like, well, they should be doing it, I shouldn't have to change up what I'm doing because they're being dum-dums. Don't do that. Change up what you're doing. If they slam the brakes or if they even touch you, you're gonna lose. It's as simple as that. Cuts him off. Okay. This happens all the time. You start to see a vehicle start to creep out and open up the view. We do that as motorcyclists and as car drivers all the time. So he's creeping out and moving, but as a motorcyclist, if you see that, if they're starting to creep out, understand that they're just going to go. They're going to do it. So what can we do? Roll off the throttle a little bit. I understand we're in the middle of a turn, but if you guys are doing it already, you know, you're making these slow speed turn type stuff. So this is where slow speed turning and slow speed control of a motorcycle is very, very important, is that you're able to do this in a turn at these types of junctions. So slow it down, roll up the throttle, manipulate the clutch, get in the friction zone if you have to, get ready to maneuver if you have to, watch it happen, let them get out of the way, go. I couldn't even tell what happened there. Okay. So this red vehicle is changing lanes in front of this motorcyclist. That happens quite a bit. What he did was move to a better position for good visibility. That's all you have to do. So in this situation, I'm absolutely fine with what he did. He moved into a different position. Other than he sped up. He didn't recognize the hazard, roll off the throttle to increase his space cushion. So that's what he could have done better. What he did right was move into a different position for better visibility, but he could have kept his space cushion big. Remember, the goal is to have a good space cushion where you can use your skills, and then also good line of sight so you can see ahead of time so that you know what skills you're going to need to do. I don't know what he was trying to do there. Same thing. That's all you have to do. I personally wouldn't look right anymore. Now that I passed the hazard, my focus is going to be my path of travel, which there could be a road hazard like a pothole that we saw. The car in front of us could have been slamming the brakes. I need to find a new escape route. I need to have a good line of sight again. I need to have my new space cushion again. I'm constantly redoing these things every single time, and you guys need to keep doing it too. So, okay, he's doing a lightning round. Cool. Oh, wow. That was a bad one. That was a bad one. Look ahead, though.
What's wrong with you? Stupid. Where the hell do people learn how to drive? Freaking in a turning lane. Turns right into me when I'm passing by. Let's have a word with this guy.
Nah, don't do that.
You didn't see me. You were in a turning lane. You were supposed to be turning. You almost hit me. You should have turned. Next time, look.
He just did it too. He just did it to him.
Talking about some kind of traffic or something? Man.
This one, there was something, and we'll talk about it.
Go back. Go back. Go back. What is wrong with people? Man. I haven't made one of these in a while, but I think I'm gonna make another daily obs. Just one of those nights. Sorry I haven't posted in a while, guys. I've been busy.
Too close. Blind spot.
Where you going? This isn't a crosswalk. That guy just stopped in the middle of the road and she's just casually crossing with her child. What the hell is wrong with people? Oh my god, so many cell phone users don't even see me coming. If they don't even see me or hear me, how are they gonna see a cop? They're much quieter than I am.
Yeah, I saw that, Diego.
What are you doing?
Very good information.
What was that?
I'm waiting for this video to end so I can go over it.
Dummy. Pay attention to the traffic light. Now you gotta reverse. Because somebody's crossing.
There we go. All right. Let's go back quite a bit. These are all considered close calls. So that vehicle came out. Now, he did a head check because he's gonna go around him anyways. So this is when he saw it. So about right here, he sees that vehicle come out. Okay. Now, should that vehicle have turned? No. I have an assumption that this vehicle that turned left in front of the motorcyclist blocked his path of, or not path, his line of sight. But as motorcycle riders, we should understand that any intersection is a hazardous zone, so we should be in orange stage. Curves and intersections are default orange stage. I don't care. That's what it is. So you need to be in orange stage. If you don't know what orange stage is, you basically are on high alert, ready to act if you absolutely have to. Red stage is when you actually act. Okay, so that's what's happening there. So right here, once again, we have different factors. We have low visibility because it's nighttime. We also have low chances of being seen because we're such a small profile and our one headlight is blending in with all these other headlights. Can you guys pick out a motorcyclist in all those headlights up ahead? Can you pick out a motorcyclist, or do you assume every single one of them is a car? Is exactly what I'm talking about. So that is what we look like to other vehicles. We can't tell the distance between what's going on here with all these vehicles. Where are they at? You can't tell. You can't judge. So understanding that coming into an intersection, we need to slow down, be in red stage. Cover the clutch, cover the front brake, get ready to apply either or put your hands back on to do a swerve. So you got to do something. You got to get ready. So if I was going to move into an opposite lane, if I was going to move over and swerve into the other lane, this was like this wasn't even a swerve. This was a lane change. He did a head check. He did a lane change. But take a quick, you can't even see it. Let's see. So this driver is going to go wide because there's vehicles parked on the side of the road. So he's also trying to keep himself a good space cushion. Maybe there's a car that's stuck out a little bit, so he has to go wide. So if I'm going to switch lanes like this, I'm going to move over to lane position 2 or lane position 1. So lane position 1 is going to be far off to the left, but more than likely I'd be in lane position 2 just so I can give myself that little bit extra space cushion if I absolutely had to, and then a little bit more of an escape route to the left for that position. So that's what I would be doing in that situation. A little too close. And if you look at it, let's go back. He goes back into that lane. You see where that line is? His tire is back into that right lane. So he cut that driver off. There was no need to. You could have just stayed in your lane. And if that was the case, if you just stayed in your lane, a lot of this stuff wouldn't be, this would be all a non-issue. Exactly, Knight Rider, DanDanTheFireman. It's also humans looking out for the biggest threat, as bikers were small and light and not as dangerous as a multi-ton car. Yeah, so they don't even care that much. They really don't.
What the f are you doing?
So this one was interesting. So we have this vehicle wanting to switch lanes into us. Now, this vehicle, completely at fault. Completely at fault, should never have done that. Should never have done that. As motorcyclists, how can we figure out if this guy's going to do that? You really can't. So when I say set ourselves up for success by lane position, this is what I'm talking about. Look what lane position he's in right now. He's in lane position 3, so he's off all the way to the side. That doesn't give him very good lane positioning for the white car that's right here. So if this white car decided to do that too and swerve to the left, it would have been a problem for this motorcycle rider. So how can we mitigate both of those hazards? How can we mitigate anybody wanting to come into our path of travel by swerving like this guy did? And then how do we prevent this white vehicle from swerving in front of us and causing us a problem? How do we kill two birds with one stone? How do we do that? What's up, Paper? How you doing, man? Welcome to the chat. Welcome. Go grab a beer. We got some. How many pizzas do we have left? Okay. There's no more pizza. No more pizza. Tommy ate them all. Tommy M. I don't think there's very much left, was there? No. Oh yeah, you guys saved me 2 boxes. Paper, go ahead and get one of the boxes. Okay. Lane position 2. Okay. Yeah. So in this situation, I would be in lane position 2, but I would also be a little bit further back. I'd get a better idea of what's happening. Because remember, everybody's taking off right now from a stop. So I mean, I can catch up to them after the intersection if I wanted to, but I'm gonna keep myself a nice gap before and during the intersection. That is exactly, I mean, if you guys watch my ride along with Dan and the Fireman videos, you'll actually see me do that in actual practice. Robert Ricker, beer bucks. Yeah, boy. Thank you so much for the beer bucks. Really appreciate it. So now where are you going to escape? If you had to swerve right, what are you going to be able to do? Nothing. You're going to swerve right into this person. So that's why I'm saying keep that distance. Keep the distance. Give yourself a space cushion so where if you have to swerve right, you can. So right now we can't do anything other than decelerate or accelerate. So what he does is accelerate. A little bit.
What the f are you doing? What's wrong with you?
So right here, causing a scene, causing an incident, this guy could easily just gun it and hit you.
Learn how to drive. Freaking in a turning lane. Turns right into me when I'm passing by. Let's have a word with this guy. You didn't see me. You were in a turning lane. You were supposed to be turning.
He didn't see you. I truly believe he didn't see you. I should have saw it ahead of time, though. You know what I mean?
You almost hit me. You should have turned. Next time, look. Talking about some kind of traffic or something? Man.
This whole situation right here where you have this big open lane, anybody else get an eerie feeling that somebody could pull out in front of me? Do you guys understand that? When we look at this huge line, I'm worried that since my traffic, like my lane, there's nothing. I'm worried that any one of these people are going to turn and change lanes last second, just like that car did. Does that make sense to anybody? Green light. Let's go, guys. As soon as it hits green, let's go. Let's go. Just gun it. I absolutely... No, I don't. Guys, don't do that. Just because you can does not mean you should. Your path of travel is not open. It is not clear for you to go. I don't care if it's green. I don't care if there's a light. If you guys are crossing a crosswalk and you see that little person, you know, the little light and the little chirpy noise saying, hey, you can cross, do you guys just start running? I want to know I honestly want to know. Any crew members, do you guys do that? Let me ask. Do any of you guys are serious? Like if you see, if it's open for you to do it, do you guys run across? Do you guys just run across the street? I'm serious. Do you do that, Tiger? Tommy? Like, do you guys, as soon as the crosswalk says go, do you just run? I'm asking the crew right now. I better see some green names in the chat. Serious. Yeah. The fridge. Yeah, check the fridge. There should be some pizza. I like my pizza cold, so it might still be a little bit warm. It's fresh. Go ahead and get some pizza. Got the drinks? We got drinks? Okay. But who does that? Serious. All right, I gotta get back to the classroom. I just left. I'm just wondering. I'm just wondering. Sorry guys, I had to ask the crew something real quick. We're in the lounge. If you want access to the lounge, I know we have this classroom right here, but we got a lot of perks. You know, we're gonna have some. I don't know if we can we say that? Yeah, we're gonna have some beers after this. But if you're driving and drinking and everything like that, we got dorm rooms, little extra dorm rooms, but it's only for crew members. Okay, so you have to click that join button. Okay. See, none of you guys. Always double check. Gary, Tommy, Tiger. Yep, Felissimo. You don't have the right of way until it's given to you. All these things. Yeah, in the UK, things are a little different. Yeah. Yeah. That'd be really cool if we could have a UK firehouse. You want to open one up, James? Way too often people turn, run red lights, and God knows what else. I always look exactly. I look left, I look right, I look left again. And while I am crossing, I look left, I look right, I look left, I look right. I look for any left turners, I look for right turners, I look for all these people. I really do. Yep, exactly. I had an accident at a green light at 30 kilometers an hour, and I had checked that nobody was burning the light right and left. Yeah. Sometimes it just happens. And guys, in the chat, go ahead, you can raise your hand or just say it out loud. If your situational awareness fails, what's there to hopefully mitigate the problem? Let me know. Let me know in the chat. What do we have that can mitigate some of these issues if everything else fails?
Go back. Go back. Go back. What is wrong with people? Man.
Exactly. Matt Miller, armor. Gary Powell, PPE, personal protective equipment. Renato, gear. Matt, Ayer, gear. Vulcan, dude, skills. Yeah, exactly. I mean, we have skills, but ones if they fail, man. So, yeah, exactly. Alexandria V, gear. Euphemism, gear. Tiger, at Gad, all the gear all the time. Travis Stout, yeah. So, I mean, if our physical skills somewhat failed, though, I mean, we got to have gear, yes. Good training, training attitude, gear, PPE, all this stuff. You guys are thinking out loud. I love it. You guys are thinking. I want smart riders. I want thinking riders in the crew, and you guys are doing a great job. Keep it up. Keep thinking. Don't ever think that you know better, okay? I still don't know better. I mean, I'm learning every day, but the whole point of the smart rider system, the T portion, is the teaching and mentoring of other riders, and that's what I'm doing here today, and that's what the crew is here to do too. So the crew is here to mentor and teach other riders, and in order for us to become better and better and better at what we do, we have to teach and we have to mentor, and we have to accept that we're wrong sometimes, and we have to accept that there's other people that are better than us in certain areas, and to direct new users, new people, new mentors, new riders to those resources. So super excited that you guys are thinking. Love it.
I haven't made one of these in a while, but I think I'm gonna make another daily obs. Just one of those nights. Sorry I haven't posted in a while, guys. I've been busy.
We'll go to the next guy. Actually, right here.
Where you go?
Blind spot. Blind spot with the driver to the right. Bad line of sight with the driver up front. Bad space cushion to the driver up front. There's a bad space cushion to behind us. You can see that in his left mirror. I'm assuming that there's no one to your left. So in this situation, I would move off to lane position 1. I'd roll off the throttle just a little bit, seeing if the person behind me is going to maintain speed with me. That way I have a space cushion in front. And since I moved to lane position 1 a little bit to the left, not in the next lane, but a little bit to the left, that's going to give me a good space cushion to the person to the right. So I'm still in their blind spot, so I'm still kind of aware. I'm still in orange stage. But since I'm in the lane position in the left side, in the lane position 1, while rolling off, that increased space cushion in front and to my right, and then also gave me good line of sight ahead of this vehicle, because now I'm also in a lane filtering position, so I can see well ahead of time. And if this person did slam the brakes before I can increase my space cushion, and I can't stop in time, I can actually lane filter and lane split this person, and then now reorient myself. Remember, observe, orient, decide, and act. We need to orient ourselves in a good spot. So that is exactly what I would have done. That's what I would have done. And there's ways of doing all these things. There really is ways of doing all these things, and that is what you need to do. Guys, I want you to join the Discord, though. This is the firehouse, so we're actually chit-chatting in the firehouse. This is the firehouse right now. We just got a new member, Joker Motorcycle, just joined. We have 3,100 members in there, and it's absolutely free. If you want access to the crew lounge where all the snacks and right now there's gonna be some beers because we're gonna have a party. There you go. Go ahead and jump and join. Click that join button right next to the subscribe button. Angel just joined. Awesome.
Where you going?
Yeah, Rutan just joined. Welcome.
The fuck are you doing? This isn't a crosswalk. That guy just stopped in the middle of the road and she's just casually crossing with her child. What the hell is wrong with people? Oh my god, so many cell phone users don't even see me coming. If they don't even see me or hear me, how are they gonna see a cop?
Exactly. It's not our job. Ghostwalker, welcome. It's not our job to educate the drivers so that they can, I mean, they can't even see or hear police officers or firefighters, so why are we rev bombing, honking the horn, and expecting them to see us? I mean, they're probably on the lookout. If they're bad drivers, they're probably on the lookout for cops before they check their phones or maybe before they speed and do some stupid stuff. So they actually are looking out for cops all the time. They just get caught when they don't do it, but they're definitely not looking out for us. So why do we expect that? We can't. We have to create our own safety. We have to be responsible for our own safety. Ghostwalker, welcome. You got 2 Ghostwalkers. Did you leave with one? What's up, Angel? How you doing? How you doing?
They're much quieter than I am. What are you doing? What was that?
You guys want to? Why did that person do that? So it got in that lane. Why do you think that person got in that lane? I'll go ahead and answer it. That person got in that lane because they were passing this vehicle right here. They passed this vehicle and they're being a responsible driver and not staying in the left lane. So what they did, they're like, I'm going to go into the right lane. Okay, that's what they did. And then from here, they're like, oh crap, this was a bad decision. There's a big line ahead of me. I'm going to get back into the lane that has an open lane and continue on my path because I'm going to be passing all these people that are stacked up. So as motorcycle riders in this position right here, this is actually a good following distance. As well, maybe you can do maybe half a car length more, maybe a full car length more, because the camera actually makes it look like it's further than it is. He's actually closer than it really looks like. If you see this, understand there's a bunch of cars in front of this car. So if I was this car that just switched lanes and that's right in front of me, if I was that person, I probably would go back into my lane as a driver. So now that I understand that, then I know I should give them that room and not be freaked out if they do it.
What are you doing? What was that?
Yeah, exactly, James.
Dummy. Pay attention to the traffic light. Now you gotta reverse. Because somebody's crossing.
Yeah, he's in pain.
What the f are you doing? Use your f***ing mirror. everything. Got it right here.
What happened?
He switched over.
You just switched lanes right behind you, and then he came up like that. So you, okay, so you caught my, what happened? You hit my driver's side then, huh? Yeah. How you feeling, man? I know you just like...
My hip is fucked up. Fuck, man.
Sean, you just got here. You didn't bring snow. Can't believe it, Sean. Can't believe it. This was a very interesting video. I got a lot of good information out of this, and I think we'll close out the stream or the class session with this. There's a lot that goes into it. So when we talk about the smart rider system, okay, so the S is situational awareness, M is maintaining your fundamental motorcycle skills, and it's also maintaining your actual bike too, okay? So you got your T-clocks involved at the M portion. A is acquiring personal protective equipment and actually using it, and it's also acquiring insurance. You know, get some insurance for your bike just in case, and also, you know, get some insurance for you. It's kind of on the outside of, the main thing is PPE, you know, personal protective equipment. R is rescuing a rider. In this situation, there's not really anything we have to rescue outside of ourselves. And then there's not really much in terms of teaching and mentoring. That's kind of on the after effects. So there's not much, there's no T on this one. It's S.M.A.R. on this one. Okay, so what we have.
Crossing.
So it's not a crazy amount of speed. It's not, but also remember when we're out doing slow speed maneuvers, the right speed helps you. The wrong amount of speed hurts you. So too little speed on slow speed stuff, you lose a lot of balance and you're going to drop the bike, or clutch control, you're going to stall the engine, all that stuff. Too much speed on a slow speed incident is that you're not going to make a good U-turn. It's going to be wide. It's not going to be within the area that you need it to be in. So the right amount of speed is what's perfect. So if you translate that to lane filtering, the right amount of speed is what's going to help you. Too slow, then it's not really worth it. I mean, you're going as slow as the other drivers. I mean, if they're all stopped and you're only going like 5 miles an hour, that's all you need to get to the front. That's all that matters. In this situation, there is some flow. So let's say they're going 15 miles an hour and we're going about 25, 30. Is that really the right speed for you? If people are going 15 miles an hour, what's the usage of lane filtering? Maybe just get in line. Maybe go back and forth, in line, out of line, to give yourself good space cushion. So when it comes to this type of stuff already, we're not doing good situational awareness. We're not recognizing that the traffic is actually flowing pretty well to where we don't need a lane filter. See how everyone stopped? So let's slow it down too. We don't have to keep maintaining a 40, 30, whatever it is, miles per hour when everyone was going 15 or 20. Now that everybody stopped, we can roll it down or lower it to maybe ourselves doing only 10, 15. Does that make sense? You're constantly having to modulate when and how and where you do these things based on the conditions involved. So I'm not concerned too much about the speed. I'm concerned that it's too much speed for the condition. Because earlier, maybe 10, 15 seconds earlier, it was the right amount of speed. Does that make sense? Constantly be adjusting what you're trying to do. Now, if it's to the point where the traffic is going 65 and you're going to lane filter at 75, I mean, why are we doing that? That's you're using the wrong tool in that toolbox. So right here, let's go forward. Quick note, when you look down and to a side, so he's looking down and to the left, look where that line is. That's kind of close to our bike. Remember, vision, if we look, we look where we want to go, right? So if we're looking left a little bit, where are we going? Now look how much further we are. So it's just that minor little bit of movement, but when we're lane filtering, we already don't have a lot of real estate. So don't do that when you're lane filtering. Focus ahead. Guy had his indicator on. Did anybody else see the indicator? Let's go back a little bit. This guy had his indicator on. The car that pulled out had his indicator on. A little late, but the thing is, what else can we pick out from this situation that could possibly let us know that somebody wants to be in that spot? Look at that. Big open spot. Indicator, big open spot, waiting for traffic to move forward so he can make his movement. But you see how much room we really have? Not a lot. That's the problem with lane filtering. That's a risk that we're taking when we're lane filtering, lane splitting. What risks are we mitigating with lane filtering? Getting rear-ended, but I see a lot of people doing this. I think there's more crashes like this than there is people getting rear-ended. Don't hold me to that, but I'm assuming. Right, Matt? Yeah. Okay. So now that we're past situational awareness, the S in Smart Rider, and we're also past the maintaining of fundamental skills and our bike, we're past that. Now we are into that acquiring personal protective gear to mitigate injuries. So let's see what type of gear he has. So he's definitely got gloves. He's got a jacket. Looks like a moto jacket. So he's got moto pants. I don't know what kind of shoes those are. I'm gonna assume that those are motorcycle boots. Okay. And he also has a helmet. So he's got full personal protective equipment. Very good. Let's go back just a little bit. Now, like I said, is acquiring personal protective gear for yourself. I also mean it for your bike. So if we take a quick look at his bike right here, that little white spot that's sticking out, that is a frame slider. So there's one on the other side that we'll see a little bit later that's bent and actually scraped up. And that's what took a lot of the damage. You see the like a little white line right here on the bottom kind of sliding towards this. That is the very hard plastic of the white slider sliding across and basically being abrasive and removing the slider while still protecting as much as it possibly can of the frames. These sliders are really cheap compared to the frames. So that's actually protecting his bike quite a bit. When we go back to the R part of rescuing yourself or other riders, here's the thing is that if we stayed, let's go back a little bit. So right now he's rescuing himself. He's in the path of travel on an interstate. I'm hoping that nobody is going to hit him, and I'm hoping they see him ahead of time and slowing down and stopping. But the thing is, after an incident like this, get out of the path of travel of other vehicles. I'm going to tell you guys right now, I've seen a lot of people that get hit for helping somebody, like cops, firefighters, they get hit all the time on the side of roads. And then also you have people that normally would just get hit again after an accident like this. So get yourself on the shoulder or off the path of travel as soon as you possibly can.
What the f are you doing?
That's a normal reaction, and at this point, after the incident's over and it is a crash, it's okay to say that and do that, but then also reel it in. Like once you say it, I know like when I say something like this, it's like, okay, what is it I'm supposed to do at this situation? I'm gonna call the cops. I'm gonna get EMS on its way. I'm gonna call 911 right away. and I'm going to tell them I was involved in a motorcycle accident on blah, 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 blah. I'm here. The vehicle's here. This is the license plate 7YZP420 that hit me. Like, that's what I'd be saying. And it's all recorded on enhanced 911. So it's all computer system. It's all recorded the moment you dial it. So before the dispatcher even answers the phone, it's already recording. So I would be saying all that stuff and telling people to get there as soon as they possibly can. And then I'll just listen to the operator, and I'd be paying attention to myself. So when we talked about rescuing ourselves, now at this point you need to do a very good cognitive, or I don't know if that's the word, but you need to do a very good assessment of your own body. You feel where the pain is. Where's the pain? Look for the pain. Okay, can you walk? Can you bear weight? Is it musculoskeletal? Do you feel like actual sharp pain, burning pain, all these different things? And if that's the case, then it's like, okay, I'm just gonna lay down. If I can't walk, I'm gonna lay down.
Use your fucking mirror. Everything.
So right now, he's trying to downshift it, unsure why. It might just be like an adrenaline dump, and he's really reaching for that side stand, which you'll see him actually do. If it's in gear, just shut it off and then put the side stand down so you can stand it up and then hold the clutch in to move the bike. At that point, that's what I'd be doing. There it is. So put the side stand down before you lift the bike up, or because if you don't, it's just gonna fall on the other side.
You got it right here.
So I'm gonna go back a little bit because I remember seeing something that I thought was good information. That slider, you can see how it's slightly bent. It's not exactly perpendicular to the bike. It's slightly bent, and then you see some ridges being shaved off. It did its job. It did its job. Those frames, the frames on a sport bike are way expensive. Let's actually take a look at it. Let's do, I'm assuming this is, let's say an R6. So R6 sliders. Let's do R6 frame replacements. Let's just go to eBay. And let's do this. So these are the Shogun frame sliders. I just picked some random thing. Let's do select a type off of REVZILLA. Let's do a cut kit. All right, no. Yeah, so a cut kit. I don't know what that is. You probably have to cut into your thing. So this is a frame slider. This is a frame slider. So different looks. That's a frame slider. That's what we're talking about here, guys. So if you have a sport bike, get yourself a frame slider. I'm not endorsing this brand. I just grabbed one. So now let's see if I can find some frame. Oh, that's let's do R6. I forgot what it's called. What am I looking for, guys? Matt, what am I looking for? It's the plastics. Oh, you're over here. Matt, what am I looking for? It's the plastics for a sport bike. So, I mean, there's a naked bike that doesn't have the plastics. What am I'm drawing a blank. Crew, can you help me out here? What am I thinking of? What am I thinking of? Fairings. There you go. Fairings. Thanks, guys. Really appreciate it. Let's just see, like, some straight up, like, yeah, accept cookies. Let's do brand new. Okay. $700. Now, I'm sure you can find something cheaper. Puppies? There's a puppy somewhere, Harry? I'm sure you can find something cheaper, but $700 versus $35. Go out there and buy some frame sliders, guys. Buy some frame. This is for the Yamaha R6. This is for the R6 also. Yamaha R6. It's so much cheaper just to have it. So when I say acquire personal protective equipment for yourself, it's cheaper to have a sprain than it is to completely fracture your arm. It's cheaper to have frame sliders like this than it is to completely change your fairings. Yeah, Tommy. Yeah. So what he was doing is he was putting it in first gear. He just kept clicking it.
You got it right here.
What happened?
He switched over.
You just switched lanes right behind you, and then he came up like that. So you, okay, so you caught my, what happened? You hit my driver's side then, huh? Yeah. How you feeling, man? I know you just like...
My hip is fucked up.
So he says his hip is messed up. This is where the adrenaline is going to start going away. Adrenaline, epinephrine, the hormone, it's very fast acting, but it also runs out fast. So you're not going to feel pain for a very short amount of time, and then you're going to start to feel it and feel it and feel it. So in that situation, like I said, call 911 as soon as you possibly can, because there could be a moment in time where you're like, this pain is unbearable. I need medications like morphine or ketamine, whatever the paramedics have on hand. And they're going to be able to deliver that to you so that you have a comfortable ride to the hospital where they actually do the surgeries and a bunch of other stuff if you have to get it. So that's why I'm saying call 911 as soon as possible. And the simple fact that he's able to walk around and maneuver a bike is very, very good. That's a very bad impact. So I'm thinking more so right hip impact, because he hits the left side, hits the right side, dumps the bike to his right, hits his right hip, right knee, right shoulder, right elbow, and then both hands, and then rolls a little bit. I'm assuming a lot of the damage is going to be on his right side. So can we prevent or mitigate a right hip injury? Buy motorcycle pants that have armor inserts into the hips. There you go. What's up, Zathras? How you doing? Elysian time, yes, for the most part. So can you install frame sliders on all bikes? You can, for the most part. There's some companies out there that do. It took me a while to find some for, let's go ahead and put this on screen. It took me a while to find some for the FTR. And that's because the FTR 1200 is new, and manufacturers have to basically come up with it. So I'm going to open up some Q&A, some questions for you guys, just for a little bit. I just really wanted to focus heavily on that one, because that really showed the Smart Rider system. So we have situational awareness, maintaining our fundamental skills, and our bike. And if that fails, then we need to have our gear. You know, we need to acquire personal protective equipment for ourselves, and we need to acquire protective equipment for our motorcycles. And then the rescuing of ourselves. So if we do get in an accident, we really need to be able to take care of ourselves, or somebody else if you want to. But the main thing is like knowing how to take care of yourself after a crash. I mean, you don't want to die from like a bleed that could have been prevented, just like how we're trying to prevent accidents. So that's what I'm getting at with that. So you notice that this is the Discord. It's absolutely live. I see Slack right there, Knight Rider, Happy. Chris has been watching this whole time. Mega Creature has been watching this whole time. Happy's right there with some emojis and some emoticons. This is absolutely live. This is live. Look at my Matt's messing with my cursor there. But guys, that's the whole point of that. And if you guys want to join the Discord, like I said, is absolutely free. Join up. The link's going to be in the chat. But I just want to say thank you so much to everybody. We got new shirts coming. So you see this shirt right here? Let's get my suspenders down. Sorry, I just got back from riding. Yeah, so it's the same emblem as what is down here on the shirt. So this is my new firefighter attire. And also on the back end, this was the prototype. On the back end, at the back of the shirt, it's a lot like those firefighter shirts. Oh. So I fixed the back lettering on the newer shirts, so it's not as like crazy out there. And in fact, I have the shirts delivered to my house right now. So I'll be sharing some pictures on the Discord in the lounge. The crew lounge, we'll have some fun, but in the lounge itself, I want everybody to know what they could possibly getting for some station attire, some workout attire, or lounging around the station. So guys, I'm going to grab some pizza in the lounge, and we're going to have some fun. Long sleeve. Yes, we do. Ghost Walker, I did buy a long sleeve. There's going to be hoodies, sweatshirts, long sleeve, short sleeve, those baseball t-shirts, all those different things. I'm going to have them all out for you guys, okay? But with that said, thank you guys so much for being a part of this class session. Join the Discord. See, I answered his question because I have it here. This is live. This is live. Peanut EOD, welcome. I want to see, look at this. I want to see biker waves in the chat when somebody joins. Who else joined? I wasn't able to do a biker wave. Who else joined? I know a lot of, there you go. Look at all these joinings. Biker wave. Get another one for Ghost Walker. This is what I love. This is what I love. There it is. This is a free class put on for you guys by the crew. I would not be able to do this if it wasn't for the crew members. So if you want to support these free classes for the public, please join Discord and then become a YouTube member or Patreon member. It'd be very helpful. Yeah, see the watch. So this is the crew lounge right here. See the crew lounge, special names, special everything. This is the crew lounge. It's separate from the regular lounge. So if you get a little tired and you're like, I'm good, I want to hang out with just a fewer amount of people, this is the place to do it. So join up as a patron or join up as a YouTube member, and it's only $2, and you get access to a bunch of stuff, and you get access to the crew lounge, and come and hang out. So how do you join? You become a member. There you go. Click that link right there. ddfmcrew.com/member. Yeah, T-Rex Racing stuff is good. I have T-Rex Racing stuff for the Honda Rebel. I like their engine guards a lot. They have some cool stuff, man. I like R&G. I'll just type it. Harry, yeah, we run a tight ship here. We do run a tight ship here, and it's so we can reach out to as many new riders as possible. And if you guys, Peanut EOD, not yet, you have to click that join button. You have to click that join button. Kermit just joined the server. Welcome, man. Let's give you a biker wave. There you go. We got some biker waves in here. Yeah, you got to click that little join button. Or right above where it says join the crew, ddfmcrew.com/YT member. Does anybody else have an Alexa? Hopefully I messed you up. Hopefully I activated somebody else's. Yeah, Discord is absolutely free. You're in this Discord, but to be green on the YouTubes, you have to click that join button. But this is absolutely free. Come hang out for a little bit. Come hang out for a little bit here, and then if that's what you want, if that's what you like, then cool, man. I really appreciate it. I really do. But this portion is absolutely free for everybody. Come hang out. This is like the front entryway. When I close the doors, only the members get to stay. I'm just kidding. You guys get to stay forever. Yeah, Patreon makes you orange, and then YouTube makes you like Gary right here. He's a YouTube crew member, so you still get a special color. All right, Harry. See you later, man. Yeah, I'll wait. I mean, if you're doing it right now, Peanut, I'll wait because I want to see it pop up on screen how cool you are, man. then thank you so much for the support, guys. Thank you, everybody, for the support. I really want to say thank you to Casey Roskwitowski, Robert Ricker, Quentin Terrell, Eric Goose, or Gasse, Stacks, Blair Wilson, Felissimo Ghost, Joker Motorcycle, and then everybody that became YouTube members or patron members, crew members, basically, at the end of the day. I want to say thank you guys so much. I really do appreciate it. What's up, Luis? Louis Carlos Mateo. How you doing? Thank you, Stacks, man. Thank you. That makes a huge difference. We're able to keep the lights running at the firehouse a little while longer because of all the crew members. Oh, we got a new rookie member. I'm going to wait for it to come up. I want to hear it. I want to hear it pop up. I want to see it go on screen. I'm going to make it large. Boom! Welcome to the crew. Hey, welcome, Erutan. Benjamin Paul, welcome. Benjamin Paul, we're going to see it pop up. So now that the stream is ending, I need the crew to start stacking chairs. Benjamin, thank you. Welcome to the crew. So now that you joined, man, you got to help me stack some chairs. We got to stack these chairs, start ushering people out of here. Okay. Andrew Powell, welcome to the crew. Appreciate it. Alexandre V, the best thing is, I mean, if you just want to do like a donation type thing, if you just want to be a part of the crew but not really participate too much, Patreon is the way to go. But if you want to have all the cool perks like the mustache, the beard, all that stuff in the chat during these classroom sessions, go ahead and join up on YouTube. But either way, you get access to the crew lounge. Awesome, Ghostwalker. Now you got to sync everything up, Ghostwalker. But you still get access to the crew lounge either way. So that's how you link that up. And then this is how you get your Patreon roll. So if you got up on Patreon, that's one way of doing it. Then YouTube, that's the other way of doing it. Yeah, and then it syncs up. The bot will take care of everything. Welcome all these rookie members. I didn't want to say probies because probationary members, that means if you screw up, you're out. Well, here's the thing, guys. If you guys are derogatory to new riders or anybody really, there's a good chance you're just going to be out anyways. It's conduct unbecoming a crew member, and we have this whole thing in the policy handbook if you haven't read it yet. But that's why I wanted to call people rookies, because they're just new. That's all it is. It's just new. But remember, guys, the Discord is absolutely 100% free. So if you don't want to become a member, that's perfectly fine. I just want you around to have a good time, to learn. And the best way to do that is by joining the Discord. We have 3,100 plus members. I think we actually just hit 3,200 members. Close. We need 6 more members to hit 3,200. We're at 3,194 members right now. That's insane. It's absolutely insane. All right. Crew. Now that we got everybody out of the classroom, let me know, like, what is it you guys want in this room? This is your guys' room. This is the crew lounge. Like, do you guys want, like, a pool table? What about... Do we need like another fridge to hold all the pizzas and snacks? I mean, we got a big pantry. I mean, we got a huge pantry over here. And I see you, Tommy. I see you, Tiger. You're putting stuff in your pockets. Let's leave it here. Let's leave it here. You guys can eat it here. We got free snacks. But let me know what you guys want in here. I mean, I could change up some of the decor. I mean, like, these pictures are a little weird. But, like, what do you guys want here? Is the TV too small? The recliners aren't as comfy? I just want to know. I just want to make this a good experience for you. But remember, class is over. Go ahead and grab some beers. I do have a spot over here for your keys, so you guys can be safe. I think Casey's. I think he just got back. Can somebody help him out in the with getting the keg out? We're gonna have a good time. We're gonna relax, but no drinking and riding. Leave your keys in this over here. We have dorm rooms just in case you get a little too much, or if you want to take a nap. Perfectly fine. We got dozens of dorm rooms, but all right. I still gotta walk everybody out. I gotta walk everybody out. You guys have fun in here. Tony Kart Racer, the Firehouse dog. My dog is the Firehouse dog, but she's very nervous around a lot of people. So I keep her in my room. But I'm about to take her out for a walk. She's been in there for the past 2 hours, so I'm going to go ahead and take her out. UK Firehouse up and running. James, dude, that'd be awesome, man. And that's the thing, guys. If you, the Smart Rider system, if you get to the point where you can teach and mentor somebody else, open up your own firehouse. My firehouse, all it was a parking lot for a long time. Does that make sense? Now we got this nice place. We got this huge place, this awesome firehouse. It's really cool. So, yeah, no problem, man. Build it up. Do it. Get it going, man. Seconding that, also for the lounge, you have a dedicated pizza rider. Yeah, Night Rider, exactly. Yeah, that'd be cool. Yeah, Murray, I think the beer on tap is going to be an IPA, but he might have gotten 2 of them. We have a kegerator, so we're probably going to get some ales. But once again, guys, no drinking and riding. I'm going to be the sober one here, and I'm going to have a few crew members that are going to be sober, and we're going to make sure nobody leaves. We're actually going to close the gate. So if you have your bike inside, we're closing the gate, not opening it up unless you can show me that you're not inebriated. If you don't already know, look up UK Blood Bikers. Yeah, I'll check it out, man. Yeah, but we do need a pizza, somebody to go out and get pizzas. Matt's playing with the drone again. Felissimo, you should be good. We got to wait an hour, though, okay? We're going to wait an hour before you can leave. Every beer is an hour. So if you drink 12 beers, guys, you're not leaving until tomorrow. It's located on the internet, Purple Mandalorian. Papa John's, right? Oh, I like Papa John's. Papa John's good. Papa Bless, dude. No, I didn't, but I just saw Ghostwalker become part of the Patreon crew. Welcome, man. Good, Manic09. Awesome. All right, guys, I got to get going. I'll be seeing you guys later. See you on Tuesday, same time.